Well, we've been off for like a year and a half, so we've been writing and recording a new record, which comes out in January. So we are playing a handful of songs from that record, and we've also got some collaboration tracks that we did with Tiesto and Morgan Page, some dance tracks that we've turned into band songs. So it'll definitely be an eclectic set. We're definitely going to it'll be like a journey, we've been calling it a Disneyland ride, our set, because there's like acoustic moments and dance moments and punk moments, and it's pretty exciting. Sarah wears a unitard.
Oh yeah, kids these days love the unitard. Well, for the 7th record, we decided that we wanted to work with, we wanted to work with Greg Kirsten, first of all, and he's more of a pop producer. So we ended up breaking the record into 3 different parts, and we worked with a lot of producers who we felt worked in different worlds than we had worked with in the past. So a lot of the, previous producers that we had worked with were more like indie rock leaning or punk rock or, I guess just sort of more geared towards the kind of aesthetic that we were comfortable working in. And so with this record, we wanted to push ourselves. And we thought that if we worked with somebody who had more experience with pop artists or pop singers, that they would sort of force us to really, force us to write better hooks and stronger songs and lean arrangements. And I think it's our best record. I think for both of us, generally what we're writing about is based on what's happening in our real lives, or certainly what is happening around us, and sort of reflections or I know with this record for myself, it was less about specific situations and more about the pulling together of things that had happened to me, to people that I knew, to sometimes I would flip roles, like maybe I wasn't actually the person in the relationship who did the breaking up, but I would play that role anyways just to see how it would feel, like what kind of lyrics would come out if I was thinking about what the other person might have been thinking. Or so it's definitely all based in sort of a nonfiction way, but with this record I didn't write so specifically about like, okay, today this happened, so I'm gonna write about it.
When Sarah and I started playing, like, we were in high school and we didn't have a lot of music, and we would have to do these shows where we played at a coffee shop for we used to have to do like a 45-minute set, then a 15-minute break, and then another 45-minute set. Well, we only had 45 minutes worth of music, so we had to talk. Basically, it was by default. We just had to be like, so Sarah, what were you up to today, and how's that job at A&B Sound? And our natural ability to storytell and make jokes seemed to really loosen up the audience. So it became sort of like if the audience is kind of disengaged or aren't giving us a huge response, we'll start telling stories and making jokes because it makes it a more human experience. I think sometimes people forget that you're real.
Hey everyone, we're Tegan and Sara, and we're here with the Grammys at ACL.